We found him. He in the back. Out of nowhere, Danny just jumped on my motherfucking back and tried to stab me with some glass. In the neck, in the neck. I just knew I was fired. Such an obsession for Yeah, it's time. Hey y'all, welcome back to another weekly video. I was contemplating on what kind of video I should do for this week, and something was like, girl, do a little story time. So that's what we're gonna do. So as some of you may know, I am a CNA. About a year and a half ago, I used to work at a facility that had a dementia side, which is what we call memory care. And I used to only work in memory care, and I had some crazy things happen. Let's just say that. I done seen people throw their shit at a worker. I done got punched before, I got kicked.
I'm not that young. Which one of y'all kicked me?
People try to body slam me. I done been through it all. I'm really like that. Yeah. This particular story time is about how I lost my resident. The police came, and when I finally found him, this man tried to stab me. So just to give y'all a little bit of background. I used to work with a lady named Daisy. Obviously, it's memory care. You can't have open doors. Every door that you come in and out of, it has a code on the door. You got people with dementia, schizophrenia, people that's hallucinating, seeing shit that ain't there.
Who that lady over there in the chair? What fucking lady?
All type of shit. I'm used to it. I've been working here for a while. You know, it's chilling, just a regular old day. It was actually a great fucking day until this shit happened. So the coworker that I was working with, I'm gonna name her Daisy. Now, Daisy was an older woman. You work in the medical field, you know you have to do your rounds. When I say rounds, every 2 hours, I have to go around to every single resident, check their brief, make sure they good, make sure they ain't pissy, change them, make sure they're in place, make sure everything is kosher. Everything was going great. I'm watching Love and Hip Hop. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I done ordered me some damn Popeyes. Baby, I'm having me a time. So let's get into it.
2 shots of vodka.
Yes, sir. Cheers, bitch.
I think I'll do a wraparound.
Now, me personally, me and Daisy, we were some paranoid healthcare workers. So I would do my rounds more often than every 2 hours sometimes because we are in memory care. And no matter what happens, it's gonna fall on you. I just felt this weird feeling. We did our rounds, everything was fine. But by the time we ended up finishing our rounds, we only had a little bit more time until the shift ended. And when the shift ends, you're gonna do your rounds again. You don't want the other worker to come in and people is not in place, people shitty, pissy. So you have to make sure that everything is everything. So I'm like, well, let's go ahead and start our rounds again because I'm that kind of person. And if you work in the healthcare field, you know, if you leave somebody pissy, one little thing out of place, it's a rumor around that you leaving people wet. You're not doing your job. Oh, when you work after that girl Shelby, make sure you check in because we split up. We have certain people that we call it a 2-person assist. That's like a person that's probably really heavy, person that like to fight. So it has to take 2 people. So we paired up on those people. And then for the rest of those people, we split our separate ways. Just for context, it is a kitchen area and a nurse station in the middle. That entire circle around that is residents' rooms. So we went around and did all of our rounds and everything was seemingly fine from what it looked like, but it wasn't. We had a resident, I'm not gonna say his real name, so we're gonna call him Danny. Danny was a very sweet guy. He was very nice, but he was a military guy. He was declining mentally, but you can tell that he was a very, very smart man, right? So I get to Danny's room. Danny ain't there. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck Danny went. I was very confused, but I say, you know what, maybe Danny's in the bathroom. So I go into the bathroom. Was Danny there? No, the fuck he wasn't. Then I'm like, let me look under the bed because y'all, I done seen some shit. So I'm like, let me look under the bed. I look under the bed. Danny ain't there. But you know what? This is not abnormal for this to happen in memory care. But I'm like, where could he have went? Because we've been sitting right here the entire time. When we take our break, one person has to stay and the other person goes on break. I'm like, how would we miss him? You have some residents that can't walk, they in wheelchairs. Danny was in great shape. I decided to look around the unit. I started going into our bathroom. I started going into the other resident's bathroom. When I tell y'all, I looked every fucking where. I looked everywhere. Me and Daisy split up. We switched because sometimes a person might miss something. So we trying to make sure we didn't hit every checkpoint. Another detail, the doors in the unit, the residence doors, they would lock. but you could unlock it with anything. You know how our house has a key that like fit perfectly? No, I could use a butter knife. If my acrylic nail was hard enough, I could put it in there and twist it. I did not need an actual key. Keep that in mind. When we done searched everybody's room and I still can't find this man, something just came over me. I was feeling so uneasy. I was feeling so nervous because I looked for this man so thoroughly and for such a long time that I just knew something was up. Cause I'm like, I would have been found him. So I tell Daisy, and me and Daisy decided it's time to tell the nurse. It's time to alert the building, let everybody in the building know. Mind you, we have 4 units. It's a pretty big building. Everybody is about to be involved in this search party. So I had to just go ahead and put my pride to the side and say, hey, I don't know where this man is at. I don't know where the fuck he went. I don't know. Let's call the nurse Janet. We're gonna call her Janet. I couldn't stand her ass. I said, Janet, we have an emergency. I don't know where the this man is. Janet make her way over there. Mind you, Janet is a bitch. She never really said anything slick to me, but she used to come to my unit and talk about other people. And sometimes I'm like, damn, that's kind of mean. And I'm kind of a bitch too.
You messy and you I'm a little messy too, but this ain't about me.
She do too much. Like, she would do too much. Act like, what? Like, try to act like she's so smart. So the last thing I wanted to do was call Janet. Boom! I hear the door slam. I hear her ass switching, walking her ass off fast all to my unit. So me and Daisy are like, ma'am, we don't know how the fuck that happened. We've been on point. We've been doing our rounds. We've been sitting right here the whole time. I don't understand how he would have got out. She got a fucking attitude. She's saying little slick shit.
So when the last time you seen him? And what does he have on? And da 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 da.
Mind you, when you at work and you running around with these damn people that swinging on you and throwing shit everywhere, you not like,
Last time I saw Barbara, 8:59. Last time I saw Roxanne, 10:50.
like, it don't give that. You don't be doing that. You just be working, you know? She was purposely trying to make it seem like we wasn't doing what we were supposed to be doing. So the nurse is supposed to look around after us. She look around the room. She looking everywhere. She don't see the man. People from other units had to leave their unit and come to our unit to do like a little search party. A big search party. So we finally came to the conclusion that we had to contact the authorities. I just knew it was gonna be some bullshit. So I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. We have to find this man. Mind you, it is storming outside. It's a big storm coming. I don't know about y'all state, but in our state, when it's a big storm, it's like an alert that comes across the TV like, everybody we say, stay off the road. It's a big storm coming. It's going down outside. So I'm like, damn, I hope this man is not outside right now. So the police ended up arriving. It was about 10 police officers. After the entire building has searched our unit, we decided let's split up. Group A went outside with the police. I had to tell my story. I was so fucking nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, I done fucked up. But I'm like, I couldn't even blame myself because I was on point. So I'm like, I don't understand how he got lost. Everybody got in a huddle and the police was like, Group A is gonna go outside and we're gonna look for this man in the rain. Bitches, boom, just fucking thundering, the damn building shaking. They outside. Y'all outside with it. I just got my hair done. I said I'd rather be part of Group B. That's inside. Cause my damn wig was laid as fuck. So I was like, it's just better for me. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And the rest of us stayed inside and continued to look. So I started getting a little bit discouraged. As the minutes are going by, I felt like I needed one of these. I was stressed out. I was so nervous. I started calling my mama. I'm like, Mom, you know what my stash at? Like, I'm finna make a fucking run for my damn stuff, bitch. I'm scared. I have to leave town, bro. About an hour has gone by and nobody can find Danny. So they come back in and they're like, we had no luck. Me and Daisy is looking at each other like, bitch, I got the keys. I was like, if you want, I'm just saying, it's a no right the fuck here. If you want to make a run for it, we can really make that shit happen. I ain't even bullshit. And they were like, did y'all look into every room? I'm like, yeah, we looked into every room. Mind you, like I said before, certain rooms were locked, but you did not need an actual key to get into these rooms. All you needed was something hard. Another important detail. People with dementia, they have sundowners. Sundowners is, in the daytime, you active, you good, you like more in your right mind. But when the sun starts going down, you don't know why. Shit get active. Danny was acting real good earlier, but Danny probably lit right now. A few weeks ago, I was training this girl. Mind you, this was a job that they could not keep for people. The turnover rate was at an all-time high. I'm training this girl and I remember Danny was on 10 this day and he would not calm down. He was getting a little bit combative that day. And I remember he did like, he bucked at the girl. And the girl, I don't think she came back after that shit. She worked with me for the rest of that day. She went home early, never seen the bitch again. Danny over here having war flashbacks You know what I'm saying? This ain't safe. Anybody that was walking around him, walking near him, he was trying to fight other residents. Danny was on 10,000. So when Team A came back inside from their search party in the storm, people came back with mud all over them. It was a mud pit that we had around back because they were doing some construction. People came back with no shoes because they were saying the mud holes had took their Crocs. Like when they lifted their foot up to take another step, their shoe was engulfed in the fucking mud hole. People came back with their damn shirt off, trainer bras on. And I'm like, damn, that look bad. But shit, you know, we gotta do to find a man. I'm gonna do it from the inside and I'm gonna let y'all have it outside. And I searched the fuck out that inside. I was moving furniture. I was doing all type of shit. So they took a little break inside. And they was like, we gotta go back out. You know, the word is spreading that we have a missing man with dementia, so everybody is on alert, everybody is on 10. This is when something else just came over me. One of the women that I was looking around with was like, have you searched every single room? And I said, yes, I have. And she said, every room, Shelby? And I said, yeah, I did. I was getting a little irritated because I feel like now you questioning me like I'm a freaking idiot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? Let me look around even harder. I don't know how I can go harder than I've already been going. I decided to look inside of these locked rooms because we had some rooms in the unit that were empty. Either the resident passed away or we just happened to have these rooms filled. One by one, I took a butter knife out of the kitchen. I'm looking. I'm opening doors. I'm not seeing shit. I'm cutting on the light. I'm going in the closet. I'm in the shower. I'm pushing back the curtain. So after a few rooms, I'm like, man, this man ain't in these fucking rooms. I told this lady I knew what I was doing, and this man is not in these rooms. You know what I'm saying? So a few more rooms, and yeah, I think y'all know where this is going. All I could do. All I wanted to do in that damn moment. So the last room I decided to walk in. I walk in and I said, damn, this man is really lost. I don't know what we're gonna do. So I walk into the room and I don't see shit. I walk in, I'm looking around. I do the same shit I be doing in every other room. I'm gonna look in the closet, I'm gonna look in the bathroom, I'm gonna look under the bed. Cool. Out of nowhere, I heard a bing, like glass breaking behind me. By the time I could turn around, Danny just jumped on my motherfucking back and tried to stab me with some fucking glass. In the neck. In the neck. During dinner, Danny used to like to take the plates or his drink to his room, but he was not allowed to do that because this is memory care. So you're not allowed to have this food in your room. You have to eat your food at the table, and I'm gonna wash the dishes and put the dishes away. Yes, we was washing dishes and washing clothes and folding clothes. They was working the hell out of us. We had cups just like these, but they were plastic. But some of them motherfuckers was glass. Just so y'all know, I am 5 feet tall. At the time, I was maybe 130, 125-ish, very much a lightweight. So we fall to the ground. Obviously, I can't hold up this man's fucking weight. My damn knees give out. Shit. We touched, I start fucking screaming. I'm like, help! Police, help! My damn wheel like this. I'm shook. Fuck this shit. Look, I already knew I was gonna lose this fucking battle. The old people be strong as hell. Danny had me in the figure four. And Danny didn't even look that old to me. Danny walked. So one of the workers heard me screaming. She came in. We done fucking tackled this man. We restraining his ass. She got one arm. I got the other arm. He handled us like rag dolls. I just needed to get the glass out of his hand. When I tell y'all I was shaking, like think about walking into an empty dark room. As soon as you cut on the light, you're getting attacked. My adrenaline was pumping, like to the point that like I felt like I was in a freaking fever dream. We're holding him down. We screaming. The police ended up coming in because I told y'all extra police had came. It was so many police there. And the first thing I thought was, I am so embarrassed right now. Because had I would have looked in those locked rooms, all of this would have been, I wouldn't even have to tell the nurse, hey, I lost somebody. I wouldn't have had to have half of the damn city's police at our facility looking for this man. But in my mind, I'm like, why would this man even know to try to pick a lock? But like I said, remember, he's a military man. He probably been in Iraq, kicking down doors, shooting people, doing fucking backflips off roofs and shit. You know what I'm saying? That police officer called to the other police officers outside and was like, search is over, we found him. And when I tell y'all, I was so embarrassed, I literally wanted to run out of the freaking facility. I just knew I was fired. I just knew. I was like, let me just go ahead and get on Indeed, you know what I'm saying? When everybody came back in, people was covered in mud, people was drenched, people wigs was off, people ain't had no shoes on. It was a mess, and I'm just like looking dumb because I just felt so freaking stupid. Danny has calmed down. I don't trust Danny no more. You just try to take me out the game. I don't give a damn how calm Danny is acting. Your ass ain't to be trusted. When I tell y'all, none of my freaking coworkers wanted to look at me. I just knew they was gonna talk about my ass. I just knew it. I just let them have it. I would talk about me too. I was waiting for Janet. I was waiting on her because I already knew that she was coming with the slick shit. And at this point, I was gonna let her have it. Because just like I didn't think to look in a locked room, you didn't either. So I just did not want to hear nothing shit to say. But I was going to let her get her little 1-2 in. Do your big one. But not too big. Everybody decides to go to their own units, get their bags, and take they behind home. As they should. I do my rounds with the person that's coming in. I tell them what happened. Everybody's clean. Everybody's dry. Everybody's in the bed. Watch out for fucking Danny. Danny gonna have your ass looking in a damn newspaper. After it settled in that we had found him, and you know what I'm saying, that the embarrassment had set in, and I had kind of calmed down a little bit, and I was just like, it is what it is, I started to feel like a little stinging sensation on the back of my neck. Obviously, I could not see the back of my neck, so I decided to reach my hand in the back of my neck. Just a little bit of blood. This man had freaking stabbed me in the back of my neck. Your adrenaline will really be pumping so bad, you don't even feel it. It was not deep. I'm not gonna pump fake for the story time. It wasn't a deep stab, but it was definitely like, what the fuck wrong? What's wrong with my neck? That's what it was giving. So I'm apologizing to everybody. Girl, I was like, we found him. He in the back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, y'all, I am so sorry. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying nothing back to me, and except Janet.
I asked you, did you look in all of the rooms? Jesus Christ, you're a freaking genius. We're supposed to be in our beds right now.
So me, I snap on Janet. Because Janet, I've been waiting on you, bro. Janet has always rubbed me the wrong way. So I was ready for her, bro. And anybody else that wanted to smoke, I would have gave it to him. Even though I was dead wrong. But guess what, bro? I don't care. I said I was sorry. Now what's up? Because y'all know how when you say you're sorry and everybody just keep beating you in the head. It's like, okay, now I'm not sorry. Now what?
Fuck y'all too, lame ass nigga.
Like what? I know how y'all mama see you in the store to get something and she be like, look, master, don't nobody skip you. That's how I was looking when they came back in. Don't say nothing to me.
Fuck y'all too, lame ass nigga.
The building is a mess. Mud is tracked all over the building. I done did my rounds. I'm ready to go. I grabbed my bag. I grabbed my keys. I'm like, I'm out. Y'all. That ride home was a no music. It was just me and God. So I was off that weekend. So I was like, at least I got some time to let it settle down. It didn't settle down anything. This was going on for weeks. People talking about me, saying little slick stuff. It was even a point when I had somebody walking up to me, talking about me, not knowing that it was me that lost the man and was talking about me. Girl, you heard what happened. Well, one girl had lost Danny, and I'm looking like I am that one girl. Tension was high for like almost a month, y'all. But that will be the end of this story time, y'all. If y'all liked this type of content, like funny stories, crazy healthcare stories, comment down below. This is my first story time. I think it went pretty well. I was a little anxious, a little nervous at first, y'all, but we got through it. And I also wanted to say thank you to anybody who's ever commented on my videos, liked my video, gave me a suggestion in the comments, came from my TikTok, and came to show some love. It means a lot. I will see y'all next week in my next video. Bye.